while we were away, we actually lost the Kasipul MP, and a lot has been happening, mixed reactions all over. And during a family visit by the lakeside politicians, we saw a lot of sentiments actually coming up that after the burial, there is not going to be any political party in Nyanza apart from ODM. As Safina Party.
No, first I extend my condolences to the people of Homa Bay,
yes,
Kasipul in particular, and to the family of Ogai Charles Ong'Ondo.
Ogai Mamilambo.
Ogai Mamilambo was an interesting fellow.
Yes.
Yeah, I shared several occasions with him.
Yeah.
We shared public engagements. And for an interesting reason, anytime I appeared in a public forum where he was,
yes,
we always sat next to each other. And we would banter a lot.
Yes.
And part of his bantering was always to tell me to come and join the Orange.
Yes.
And I will tell him that once you eat the orange, you need a place to rest.
Yes.
And the place to rest is in the ark. So come to Safina. So that was the nature of our banter. Yes. It was always constant banter.
Yeah.
But you come, we eat the orange. I told him, no, once we eat the orange, I'll come, we eat the orange.
Yeah.
Then we come and rest in Safina.
Yes.
We come and rest inside the ark. So it was quite unfortunate the manner in which he met his demise.
Yes.
And we must condemn that killing.
Yeah.
And I saw also some reactions by some Kenyans who seem not to have been sad by what transpired. And I just urge every Kenyan that we cannot sympathize with an act that is illegal. And even if you didn't agree with Ogai Mamilambo, Ogai Mamilambo was a human being and is entitled to his rights fully. And anything that happens to him that takes away his right to life, we must condemn it. And his family and the people of Kasipul deserve justice for what happened. And we are saying we demand for justice for Ogai Mamilambo, and we also demand for justice for the young people who were killed, the Gen Zs who were killed. Denzel from Kanjira in Homa Bay, Denzel Omondi, graduate quantity surveyor, was killed and abandoned in a quarry. Who was the light of his family. He was the great hope of that family. So we cannot be seen to be celebrating any death. Be it of somebody you don't agree with, be it of somebody you agree with. So we must demand for justice for Ogai Mamilambo. We must demand for justice for the Gen Zs who were killed. We cannot be like the heartless policemen who are used to commit these things. Those killers who are out on the prowl, we cannot be heartless like them. We should not be. They should never turn us to be them like they are. Because a hand that can kill an innocent soul, a hand that can kill a child, a teenager, a Gen Z, that is not a heart that you should emulate to be like. That's a heart person that you should shun. So I just urge our people that we demand for justice for everybody whose rights have been infringed, those who've been killed unjustly. And we always say that I may not agree with what you say, but I will fight to hell to protect your right to say that which you are saying. I may not agree with what anybody says, but they are all, irrespective of their status, entitled to the due process of the law. So in relation to denying us access to attend the funeral of Ogai Mamilambo, the Nyanza leaders should not get too emotional. This is a sad moment for the people of Homa Bay, and more so to the family of Ogai. And we should not politicize this demise. We should allow the people of Kenya, because I'm an elected member of parliament in Kenya, and any Kenyan who wishes to participate in the final rites of Ogai should attend that and participate without any political connotations. We can always meet outside on the political platform and do our politics, but not turn this to be a spectacle of political contestation. And that was an unfortunate statement by the governor, and it is not proper to incite. In as much as Ogai had expressed that his funeral, if he ever were to die, he should be draped in the orange colors. That is still also the flag. That is all in order. But for those of us who are not in orange, and he knew my political stance, and we always maintained a cordial relation. In his lifetime, if we desire to participate in his funeral, we are going to see off a friend. Because if he was hostile to me, I mean, the many times I shared, even in ODM meetings with him, He always told me as we are orange, and I will always tell him as we are Safina.
Yes.
And we laugh about it. In fact, the last meeting we had was at a funeral in Siaya.
Yes.
And when he stood to speak, he was shouting, Orange, ODM, Papa ni ODM. And he told the crowd, he was telling me on the platform, the microphone,
Yes.
Willis, look, Willis.
The ground is only here.
Look, this is ODM. Then when I stood to speak, I also said, Safina. I told him, look, this is Safina. And we laughed about it.
Yeah.
Because we were all championing our political causes. That does not make us enemies. And because we are in different political formations, we should not personalize our differences and become enemies.
Yeah.
That now we want to take it so personally that you can cause harm on another.
Yeah.
That should not be allowed, and we condemn any violent act that can be meted on an individual just because of their political views or political stance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Naibu. And we wish you a blessed day and a blessed weekend. And as we wind up, I just want to take this moment and talk to the Gen Zs. You know, they call you the dancing lawyer.
No, the Reverend Dancing Lawyer.
The
Reverend Lawyer. We are
them.
still preparing for elections 2026. I urge the Gen Zs, read the Constitution, read Article 136, read Article 132, 142,
Yes.
read Article 259.
136,
Those
142.
136, 2A, 142, and Article 259.5.
Yes.
Every young Kenyan and every Kenyan who cares for this republic should read those articles of the Constitution and internalize them. A reading of those articles will tell you that there has been an attempt to steal our sovereignty by holding our elections in 2027. Elections is 2026. Our sovereignty is the ultimate thing, the ultimate theft that anybody will wish to do against us is to steal our sovereignty.
Yeah.
Elections 2026. Gen Z, stay woke.
Wow. Thank